Hi, this is Mr. Walcott. Welcome to the cellular respiration animation demonstration. I'm going to start out showing you the setup that we're going to use in our classroom to record. You could set something up different at home if you are working on this at home, but the basic idea is that you've got a tabletop and a chair to balance your iPod on. You want it to be nice and stable when you take your stop motion pictures so that it doesn't wiggle. Let's give that a try. So the iPad is on the chair. I'm gonna take something I found laying around the classroom and kind of wedge it under the iPad so that it doesn't wiggle when I take my pictures. Okay. Here is my aerobic cellular respiration map. This gives me the picture of the blood vessel, right? You can see the red blood cells. They're coming from the heart, right? And bringing oxygen from the lungs and food from the digestive system. Now, that blood vessel right there in the center, that's surrounded by muscle fibers. These muscle fibers, they're made up of individual cells. You can see these dots represent the nuclei, the center of each cell. And if you look carefully right here, you can see how the blood vessel itself is built from individual cells, right? Those cells need nutrients and oxygen. The muscle fibers need nutrients and oxygen. Remember, when you run, your heart beats faster, your digestive system works harder, your lungs breathe faster. Also, your cells can get what they need and get rid of the waste. So this is the picture that we're going to use to make our stop motion animation. The things that go into our animation, right, are glucose. That's the food, the simple sugar that comes from your digestive system. We're also going to need oxygen from the lungs, okay? And those will go together inside of each cell in a chemical reaction to produce energy. And then some waste products. There's going to be some waste water, and there's going to be some smoke from your cellular fire. There's going to be some waste carbon dioxide. To animate how this process works, I'm going to use the app Stop Motion Studio. And I will move things through the system, right? The glucose is entering the blood system and getting pumped by the heart through the blood vessels. It'll travel down into the cell, right? So will the oxygen from the lungs through the blood vessels down into the cell, and those are going to get transformed through this aerobic cellular respiration reaction into energy and water and carbon dioxide. Okay? When I animate in the Stop Motion Studio app, I would recommend positioning the thing that you want to animate, taking 3 pictures, and then moving it slightly, okay? The trick with stop motion is small moves and 3 pictures to make something look like it's standing still. So I'll do 3 pictures, I'll do another move, then 3 pictures, then another move, 3 pictures, and so on and so forth. Let's switch over to the app and see how that works. When you're done in Stop Motion Studio, you can export the video to your camera roll, and then you can use an app like iMovie to add an explanation over the top. Just like we talked our way through, how does oxygen get to the bloodstream? How does food get to the bloodstream? We talked through those lists. You're going to need to narrate in your own words and give some explanation for how does aerobic cellular respiration work. A couple of things that I learned as I was trying this. First, you might want to tape your paper down. It's gonna wiggle, and it'll go a lot better if you tape it down to the table so that the pieces move, but the paper behind them doesn't. Second, you might want a little bit of color. This is very grayscale, right? But you might want, for example, a good oxygen color, okay? You can add a little bit of color to make things stand out. Maybe we need a good energy color, right? Something orange or yellow or red, okay? To give some sense. And those will show up a little bit differently, right? Once they have color. So you can certainly improve on my process. Make yours better than I did. Make sure to ask questions along the way and have fun making your knowledge beautiful.